I made over $3,000 this month.
Making $1,000 every single day.
I made a total of 2.2 million naira in the month of April.
I know those voices are familiar. Yeah, and statements like I made my first million naira when I was 15. I purchased my first landed property at 18 are very common on social media too. But trust me, this particular video is not all about that. Which means it's another day again to see the vulnerable side of Zainab Journey spilling nothing but.
Zainab Journey on the rise, now watch me go. Is this the time to shine? Shine.
It's the truth. Come closer. As a content creator, as a YouTuber, if you feel like you are not doing enough, if you feel like, oh my God, why am I
Behind.
as a content creator? My darling, this is actually the best video on the internet for you to watch today. But let me say this, that this particular video is actually not to glorify poverty, but rather to celebrate those people, those creators that are actually doing all the work. You know, they've been trying, they've been struggling, yet they're actually not seeing the results that their colleagues are showing off online. It's actually to tell you that there are some creators that are still building. I'm going to narrate my own story. And that is why I said that. So if you're actually feeling behind as a creator, as a YouTuber, this is actually the best video on the internet for you to watch today. You know, myself creating a content, like the way I actually find myself creating content, when it started, it was actually not intentional. It just happened. I actually did not realize that, okay, I think I am a content creator already. I did not realize that. But when I finally realized that I think I need to do more of this, especially when it comes to video content, then comes the issue of consistency. When I now finally realize that, okay, whether I like it or not, I just have to be consistent, even if it is just a single shot, even if it is just 5 shots a day, because nobody is actually coming to save me. That is the first push. You need to find your way. You need to do everything legally within your capacity. You know, I already have this mindset that nobody's coming to save me. Then I must be consistent with this creating content creation of a thing, especially on this platform. I mean, especially on YouTube. Then I was not consistent, but the result was not coming. The money was not coming. I mean, nothing was actually coming. It was just like I was just pouring everything there. It was just like I was pouring my time, I was pouring my data, I was pouring my energy, I was pouring my resources. And despite the fact that nothing was actually coming forth, I will still be seeing creators talking about you just have to create value on YouTube. You will be able to achieve this social number in a month. And then I keep doing all of those things. But trust me, the results were not coming. The money were not coming, especially from AdSense paycheck. But then did I stop? No. Don't let me say I did not stop. You know, you actually push to some extent. There will be a point and you will feel like, oh my God, I think I just need to quit. But I actually did not quit. I rest. You might feel pressured at times like, oh my God, I've been doing this thing for this is a number of months, this is a number of years. And then these are other people who are also, you know, coming online and telling me that they're also doing the same thing, the same strategy that I am also doing. And then I'm not seeing the result that they are showing off online. You know, as human beings, let's be sincere now. It will go to a point that there is no amount of motivation anybody will tell you that will make you want to do more. You just have to reset. So it happens to, and then I rest, and after that, I come back. I did not quit it. But while I was resting, I look inward again. And then I re-strategize. Okay, this is what I have presently. Because and another thing is that you know what, myself, I don't deceive myself. And I feel that is the problem with majority of creators, especially YouTubers. You don't look it is actually good for you to look at people that are above you. It is actually good for you to aim higher, right? But let us be realistic. Try to be realistic with yourself. These are the resources that I have. These are the numbers that I have. This is the level of expertise that I have, right? And I consult with strategize. From there, I was able to differ services. I was able to develop products out of YouTube. And then coming back, I did not just come back with just creating content, but creating content and then launching products and services. In short, this particular video is not to glorify poverty. This particular video is not to tell you that you should not aim higher. This particular video as well is not to say that you should actually look down on people that are saying that, oh, I made my first 5 million naira when I was 18. I'm actually not saying that all of them are telling lies, but some of them too. They did not tell you the numbers of years they have actually been putting in effort. They are not telling you the amount of money that they are investing to promote themselves. They are not telling you the marketing strategy that they are putting in place before you see the recent achievements you are seeing. It is just the recent achievements that you are seeing, and then you start thinking of, oh my God, I think I'm behind. Because trust me, there is something called the building phase, and whether we like it or not, myself included, we will pass through that phase. If you are now feeling like you are behind or every other person are doing better than you, I will say that you should consider this phase as your building phase. And while you are building, be strategic with it. While you are building liars with other people, while you are building network with, let me also tell you this, that while you are building, trying to collaborate, well, let me say this, when it comes to collaboration, it is not every single person, it is not every single creator that you try to collaborate with, that you reach out to, that, oh, girl, oh, guy, I love your content, I want to collaborate with you. It is not all of them that will actually give you that positive response. So this is actually to prepare your mind that, okay, if eventually you reach out to that person, they gave you negative response, that should not hold you back from reaching out to other creators too. However, I'm going to say this, that even if at all you want to reach out to creators for collaboration, it is best to reach out to creators that are not too far. I'm saying that, say for instance, you are a YouTuber and you have 2,000 subscribers, right? It would be best if you start reaching out to people who are within the range of 5,000, 10,000. That range is still good. By the time you reach out to a creator who has 5,000 subscribers, 7,000, 10,000, you collaborate with those three sets of creators, those the audience of those creators too, they are aware that there is someone called Zainab joining. Then you cannot extend your tentacles to, because you never can tell. Those audience of those set of those first three creators might actually be watching content of those higher people too that you want to reach out to, which means that by the time you now finally reach that creator that is far higher than you, his or her audience will be able to align with you because they've actually saw you somewhere. As a matter of fact, that big creator as well may actually be the one that will reach out to you, that, oh girl, I actually love what you do, can we actually collaborate, can we do something together? Because he has actually said that, okay, you roll with people, with the same set of people in your caliber. It's not like you just want to steal their platform to shine. They will see it as real collaboration. So this is telling you that as a YouTuber, as a creator, if all other people are actually telling you that, oh, I made $3,000 this month, I made $5,000 this month, it's actually good. That feeling of, oh my God, when am I going to start making money from this content? It is good to have that feeling. But I want you to remember that every single creator has their building phase. The pattern is not always the same for every creator. It's actually normal to have that feelings of, when exactly am I going to start making money out of this content creation of a thing. It is normal to have that feelings. It's normal to have the feelings of, why am I not up to the standard of this set of people? But at the same time, I also want you to understand that those people you are seeing, one thing about me is, I believe that 90% of what I see online is not true. This setting you are seeing on your screen now, this is what I want you to see. If I happen to flip my camera now, you don't know what is actually in front of that camera. My mentality is, every single thing I see online, it is what those people actually want me to see that I'm seeing. It doesn't really depict what their whole existence is all about. I feel there's actually nothing wrong if we also start telling, the vulnerable side of being a content creator too. Because if we start telling that side too, more people will realize that, okay, I feel it's actually not all rosy, it's actually real work too. You have to put in real effort as well. And you have to build too, to reach that stage where you start making money effortlessly. Like I said earlier, the aim of this particular video is not to glorify suffering or poverty, but to start projecting the real narrative, to start celebrating you watching this, who is also a small content creator, who's also a small YouTuber, who have Maybe you actually not reach your 1,000 subscribers, you've not reached your 4,000 watch hour, or maybe you are actually creating content on other social media platform, content creator in general who are actually doing the real work and are not making that huge money yet. This particular video is to encourage you and remind you that every single creator has their building phase. Those people you are seeing that are telling you that they are making $3,000 in a week, they're making $10,000 in a month, and all of that, they have actually passed their building phase, right? It is your turn to also face your building phase and face it squarely. Do it right and do not stop building. Yes, of course, let me also seize this opportunity to tell you that I run sponsored ads for brands. Want to run promotion, for your product service, whether Meta, Google, YouTube. I create voiceovers in Yoruba, Pidgin, and of course English fluently. So my contact is actually showing on your screen right now. Do want to connect with me and let's collaborate together. Of course, if you are also a YouTuber and you are struggling with, 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch hour, I actually have a product for you which I call the YouTube Starter Kit. The link to have access to that YouTube Starter Kit will be in the comment. It will be in the description. It will also be in the comment. Check it out. You're going to see it there. And trust me, you will love it too. I'm going to see you again in the next video.